So, I am happy to announce that after 5 years of not being able to go to NAMM, I am going to NAMM 2025. This is going to be the first video of the NAMM 2025 series, and the goal on these couple of videos is for me to share my experience with you guys and show you what NAMM really is about for a small channel like mine. So I really hope to have you around for the journey. This is going to be a lot of fun, but it's also going to be very expensive. So yeah, the road to NAMM starts now. So hello everybody and welcome to a new video and welcome to my channel where we talk about everything music from death metal to Queen and everything in between. So of course, like every musician, back when I started playing guitar, there were a couple of bucket list things I really wanted to do. And in the top 5, I probably had going to NAMM as one of them. And over the years, I worked in different music stores and most importantly at Samash, where I worked at for about 8 years. And every year, some people would actually go to NAMM and I always wanted to go. But since it would actually cut into my vacation time, I would always put it off for next year because I always had plans to go visit family. So it was really hard for me to just take, 4, 5, 6 days off and fly all the way from Florida to California for NAMM. So I am really happy and excited to be able to go back one more time. Now the last time I was at NAMM was 2020 and it was right on the verge of coronavirus. So yeah, right before COVID. And a lot of people said that NAMM has actually changed a lot since then. But they also said that last year was the best NAMM ever since COVID, of course. So yeah, I am really excited to see what is going on and to be able to go back there and see some old friends and get some real and much needed FaceTime with some of the brands and some of my friends that support the channel. So yeah, anyway, road to NAMM. At the time I am recording this video, January 7th, 2025, I am actually a couple of weeks away from NAMM, but I gotta tell you, this whole journey started a long time ago. Okay, so let me share my experience on how I got to NAMM. So a lot of things have changed from the last time I was at NAMM in 2020. Back then I was actually getting ready to do the second tour of the East Coast of the US with my band Excelsis Tenebrae. So I started emailing people on some brands that I had worked with, like Seymour Duncan, Music Nomad Care, Hosa Tech, and Dario, which are people that actually supported that project and people I knew from back in the Samash days. And the first guys to respond were the guys from Music Nomad Care, and they were really excited to get me a badge and have me there. And that was really awesome of them because the only relationship we actually had was, me remembering them starting at Samash and stocking out for the first time. And also the fact that, I loved the brand and I love a lot of the stuff they sell. And after a while we had this little relationship where I got discounts from them so that I could use their stuff and of course advertise it online, like on my Instagram, and then later on my YouTube channel. Because that's another thing that really changed from 2020 on. I mean, as far as my musical career goes, I actually started this YouTube channel after NAMM 2020. So I figured this time around it's going to be a lot easier to get a badge. Well, think again. Here's the thing, for some reason, most of the brands actually wait till December to actually start giving out badges, and some of the brands, to this day, don't even know if they're going to go to NAMM or not. And that is crazy if you ask me. Ever since my first NAMM, and of course, the YouTube channel, I was actually introduced and got to know a lot of people in different brands. I personally know, and I am actually good friends with people at Universal Audio, people at Fender, people at Dario, which I am sort of an artist for. So they were actually going to be the people that were going to give me the badge. But, I asked them twice and I got no answer, so I had to get it somewhere else. So this is where the journey actually begins. Since NAMM, as huge as it is, it's a closed event, you have to get a badge in order for you to get in. So you have to get that in advance, and they were taking too long. So I started emailing everybody and their mother. Now mind you, it's not as easy as just getting the one badge. I need to get 2 badges because I want to document this for you guys and I want to take you along for the ride. So I'm going to need some help filming this. So of course I need 2 badges, one for me and one for the person who's going to be in charge of video and audio so you guys can hear me and see me as best as possible. So yeah, the first person I asked was my buddy Paolo at Universal Audio, because I mean, he is a big deal there. And he told me that they're not going to be at a booth, they're not going to be exhibiting anything, and he didn't even know if he was going to be there. So yeah, forget about giving out badges. So the second person I asked was my buddy at Fender, and he said that it was going to be a really long shot because they're actually cutting down. They were just giving badges to a lot of the endorsees and they didn't even have enough to cover them. So yeah, that was going to be a long shot. And of course, I couldn't just wait around. So as far as I knew, I had one badge, which was the Dario badge, and I needed a second badge. I asked this one guy that works at a guitar store that they usually go there and they exhibit some of their stuff. That was a no-go. So yeah, it was actually becoming a lot harder than I expected. And at this point, plane tickets and hotel rooms were actually on the rise. They were going up in price because, of course, the closer you get to the actual date, the more money they want to get out of you. And of course, there's going to be less available rooms, supply and demand. The less rooms they have available, the more money they want for them. So yeah, I was starting to stress out big time. So I figured I did a lot of reviews for different brands. I'm going to reach out to them and see if they can hook it up. So I sent an email to Lecato, to Kahaya, and they weren't going to NAMM. So that was a no-go as well. So I decided to bite the bullet pulled it because I didn't really want to do that, and I sent an email to Morgan, which was my artist relations person and music nomad care, and I asked her, since we had a relationship and since they had given me a badge before, maybe they could hook it up once again. But I felt bad about this because I haven't talked to Morgan in over a year. I haven't bought anything from them. I hadn't even sent an email saying, hey, how you guys doing? Long time no see. And of course, I was not surprised when 2 weeks went by and I hadn't heard back from them. So come December, I was like, I gotta do this somehow. So I decided to book the flights, book the hotel rooms, rent the car, and everything. So at this point, I'm about $1,200 into an event, which I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get into. Because believe it or not, I was counting on that badge for Dario and I never got it. Time kept going by and I needed to get really 2 badges at this point. So one day I'm taking a shower and I hear my phone ring, and it was an email from this brand, Mono. And on the email it said that they had this new product available and, you know, they wanted me to review it for them and give them some feedback and stuff. And I was like, sure, yeah, send it over, I'll take care of that. And it just clicked, and I thought, you know, maybe they'll go to NAMM. So of course I sent them an email and I said in different words, hey, I am trying to go to NAMM. I want to be there. I've got plane tickets, I've got hotel rooms, I've got everything except for the badge. Can you hook it up? And immediately, about 5 minutes later, I get this email that reads, you have been invited to the 2025 NAMM show. Score! So finally, at least I had 1 badge available and ready to go. So I was kind of in a tough spot because I had a badge and I knew I was gonna get in there, but I still needed to get a second badge. So I was kind of happy, but at the same time, I knew I wasn't ready to relax. At this point, we're in the last week of December. Christmas is coming, New Year's, everybody's gonna take days off, which, you know, is understandable. And everybody's gonna start shifting and focusing on NAMM and not so much on artist relations because, you know, NAMM is around the corner. So I knew I had to take care of this now. So again, I messaged my friend at Dario and I tell him, hey, remember this? I need a badge. Blah blah blah, and we started talking about something else, and I didn't know how to steer the conversation back to give me the goddamn badge. So again, it was really annoying because I needed to take care of this, but I didn't really want to annoy this guy either. So I decided, you know what, I am going to wait until after New Year's, after the holidays are over, and then I'm going to email this guy and just ask him point blank, dude, are you gonna give me a badge or not? So on January 4th, 3 days ago, I actually got an email, and guess what? I actually got the second badge, finally. And I did not get it from Dario. Because here's the thing, I actually emailed Morgan because she was great and she's always been super helpful and stuff, but apparently she left the company, she's no longer with them. So the new artist relations person, Lauren, was actually going through Morgan's emails just to check and to make sure that everybody's emails were answered. And she came across mine and she said, Happy New Year. I'm sorry it took so long for me to get back to you, but if you're still looking for a badge, we have the 1 last badge available. Let me know if you need it, and I will send it to you right away. And of course, I jumped on that. I was like, dude, hook it up. Not 2 minutes later, she sent me the badge. She sent the email over, and we are good to go. So finally, I can say we will be going to NAMM, and we will be recording a lot of videos for you guys. Because last time I was at NAMM, I didn't even have the channel, so the only videos I have are vertical and really short videos that I just took from, you know, my own enjoyment. But this time around, I really want to share the experience with you guys, so I really hope you guys come along for the ride. Anyway guys, road to NAMM, here we go. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop me a like if you did. Drop me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what are you excited about and what would you like for me to show you guys while I am there. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel like a man if you haven't yet so that you guys don't miss any of the upcoming videos. And if you want to help support the channel big time, God knows we need it, please consider becoming a patron to the channel. A little goes a long way and we surely do appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Can't wait to be at NAMM. Bat out, metal on, dudes.